With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, so much gets made about offensive comparisons. Here's a matchup where the defenses may just take center stage.
Yeah, we're usually talking about guys scoring touchdowns. How about the guys who prevent them?
Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started.
And we are underway from Kansas City. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Time to get our first look at one of the star faces of the NFL, Patrick Mahomes and his Kansas City offense. Really the gold standard among NFL offenses since he became the starter in 2018.
We're talking about Patrick Mahomes. What's a normal season for him? It's probably a career year for 99% of the other quarterbacks in the game today. 4,800 yards, 37 touchdowns, and a fourth straight trip to the AFC title game. He is making sure that all of us understand what he is doing is sometimes beyond spectacular, and his team follows accordingly. When he's under center, KC always has a shot.
5 yards on the game's first play, second down. Now Mahomes. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off.
A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Taking it about the 1.
Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. Now Mahomes to try again after the pick six.
He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire.
Broke a tackle, but not much room there ultimately. Just up past the 25 and no further.
Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27.
Looking to throw is Mahomes.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
He's thrown one interception already, and that doesn't necessarily mean the rest of the game is going to go like that. But it does seem that he's a little bit off in his approach to this one.
Yeah, it does. And that was a risky throw right there.
Got to be careful about taking care of the ball, making sure you get back within yourself. I mean, those mechanics that they work on all the time, they're there for a reason. Kind of get back to those and maybe tamp it down a little bit.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. So they take a big, big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe some explanations.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
Credit the stop there to Leo Chanel, getting into the backfield and stopping him in his tracks.
Now on 2nd and 13, Wilson. This is caught. And all the way home for a Broncos score.
So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on 4th down. That's what got him this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone.
Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that, huh? That's a momentum swing amusement park style. Your defense comes off the field, bouncing, grooving, they're fired up, and it carries.
Manis's point after is is good, and it's now 14-0.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now here comes Kansas City. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted.
Picked up by Caden Stearns.
And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Well, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
After the interception, here's Wilson.
This will be caught. Judy.
Touchdown!
Jerry Judy.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now 21-0. Well, they got the ball in great field position. 1 play later, boom, end zone.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Been a nightmare of a first quarter for him. 2 interceptions, 1 return for a touchdown. As he starts again here, 1st and 10. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And a little floater there is incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Mahomes' throw caught by Gray.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Quan Williams.
And the Broncos are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Chris Jones that time coming in with a tackle behind the line. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, here's Wilson.
Open man, he completes it to Judy. He'll get it inside the 20.
And all the way home for a Broncos score.
Boy, CD, what a start for them. Still in the first quarter, they're absolutely blitzing them. All the points that they put up, I'm not sure what you say on the other sideline right now.
I think it's as simple as this, partner. The way that they're playing, there's no limits on what this league could become.
McManus's point after is good, and the rout is on here in this first half. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2.
So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. But now this offense comes back out onto the field. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. To throw, it's Mahomes. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Well, that is interception number 4 for him, Charles. 4 here in the first half alone, and they're already trailing by 4 possessions.
Makes me wonder, partner, do they just not have any confidence at all in the backup, or do they just have that much confidence in him? Able to throw 4 picks already, they're certainly hoping that he can turn things around and quickly.
Play action. It's Wilson. Dancing to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Now it's Wilson. And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about. Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Now Mahomes on the bootleg. Quick throw knocked away and incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
Second quarter from KC. It's the Chiefs in possession of the football
as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
He came through well with a nice pass breakup there. Fortunate that he was on the spot. He's the only guy left to prevent the 1st down.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
And you just kind of get the sense that this team's been snake-bitten a little bit here. They just have not had anything go their way.
It's like they collectively walked under a ladder on their way into the stadium. What else could go wrong?
Get a look at Jerry Jeudy as he leads his offense back out there for this next series.
He's the star wide receiver, and he's doing his thing so far here into the second quarter.
And how you get distinguished as a star is each and every week performing to a high level no matter what they throw at you, because you're always wanting to take him out of the game if you're a defensive team. How do you press him, double him, triple him, all those things? But the best players show up each and every week. Solid games and some spectacular ones.
And he has showed up time and time again. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was trying to hit Melvin Gordon there. And it's second down.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
From the 30 on second down, Wilson.
And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Throwing is Wilson.
Got a man. It's Jeudy, complete.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down. Here's Wilson to throw. And the Chiefs are going to get him.
Willie Gay getting in there and picking up the sack. Now, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Wilson's throw taken in by Sutton.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
4th down, Corliss Waitman now on to punt. Here's Hardman to return.
They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
KC's offense ready to take over. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
They go play fake. Mahomes. And now here is another interception.
Picked up by Caden Stearns.
And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Now a first carry for their fullback. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. You know they'd love nothing more than to get a 3-and-out here after having the interception.
And it also tells you a little bit about how they feel about their leader, right? Their quarterback throws an interception in the previous series. They're trying to help him out here with a big stand.
And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line.
A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
And that's the kind of stand all defenses are seeking. 3rd and goal, backs against the wall, and they get a monster sack, and now they're going to force them into a field goal. For them, that's a win.
The kick by McManus is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Now this Chiefs offense gets set to go again. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Pat Surtain.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
I cannot imagine a more perfect half of football for one side, CD, and a more disastrous half of football for another side. But if you focus on the positive half, with this pick six, you look at where that lead is at, and to think that we are only in the second quarter. My goodness.
I love the expression, my goodness indeed. Pretty obvious. It's a free fall out there. Everybody gets a chance to make a play. And if you're on the field, you've got a great chance of being the next guy that your teammates are celebrating.
Extra point from McManus is good. And the route is on here in this first half. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Chiefs ready to rock again on offense.
They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if finally we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing now is Mahomes. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts.